So I thought I would not really focus on the bad side. I really want to talk about the good opportunities that are going to come from it. So when I first found out, like, and the decision was made, and it was like, you know, within hours really, I cried. I cried for like a good 4 hours because I was like, holy shit, my whole life I've grown up on the coast and in Nowra, and you know, I've got 2 jobs, and like I live out of home, and I've just signed a lease, and like my life was like, you know, kind of rolling down here. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be such a big change. And I remember I went in, did Cameron straight away, and I was like, oh my god, and I was crying. I was like a mess for like a good probably few hours. And then he was like, said to me, just look at the glass half full. And I was like, yeah, I'm good at that. No, glass half full. I'm not going up to nothing for starters. I'm able to do TAFE up there, and also it's going to be really good because I'm moving out with my mum and I get to see my brother again. I haven't seen him in 2 years. Yes, for people that didn't know, I have a brother in Queensland, and I'm actually going to be living in Hervey Bay. And for those of you that don't know Hervey Bay, it's like right up near the top of Queensland. And if you know Fraser Island, it is like legit across from Fraser Island. So pretty much I'm across from Fraser, which is really cool. So it's like the CBD on the beach. It's beautiful out there, always sunny. Definitely my kind of place. Don't like the cold. But I always knew I was gonna leave now, like leave down here. I just didn't expect it to be so soon. And I'm really excited because it's just a chance for a whole fresh beginning and to make a whole lot of new opportunities. So like, you know, I'm really thankful to be given this. Not anyone can just kind of just pack up and then leave and go have the chance to, like, you know, start another life. And yes, what about competing? What about all that? For those of you that know, I was in the middle of my prep, which I had waited for like a good 1.5 years. So I was gutted the fact that I couldn't continue, but then I got to remember I am 19, and you know, there's season 8, which is really cool to talk about because I will most likely be doing season 8 because with the move and everything, it's so hectic. And then straight away in November I'm going to Fiji, or September, but now it's November, going to Fiji. So I was like, this is gonna be really cool, you know, just like build up some lean muscle mass for a bit, do a tiny cut for Fiji, and then get back onto the lean bulking, and then oh my god, season 8. So that's right there. So little cool story. When I was in Queensland last, I was in prep for my first bikini competition, and the lady that owned the gym that I trained at was pretty sure she was figure champion of Australia out there. So that was really cool. And she seen me walking around with my little piece of paper. Back then, like, I kind of did not know what I was doing. Bit of an airhead. I was like walking around with a piece of paper, and I was like all happy. And she's like, oh, what are you training for? And I was like, oh, my first bikini competition. And she's like, that's nice, and kind of like walked away. And I was like, but whatever. I just went and trained, and then I kind of seen that she was watching me, and I was like, okay. And then I finished up what I was doing, just about to leave, and then she pulled me aside, and she had a weight belt, and she was like, I'll never forget it. She gave me the weight belt, and she goes, best of luck for your future. And I was like, thanks. That was really cool. So I'll probably go up there. I'll go back there when I'm in Queensland, and I'll be like, hey, remember me? I'm not so small anymore. Okay, so my positives. I'm going to be in Queensland, living in Hervey Bay, across from Fraser Island. That's a tick within itself. I'm going to be doing TAFE, and I'm going to have so much more time to study now because I don't have to like work 2 jobs and pay rent and all that kind of fun stuff. And finish my PT course again, and then probably do a bit of self-defense training because that's what my stepdad does. You know, the gym that I'm going to, previous story, the lady already knows me. I've got Fiji coming up. When I come back, I most likely have season 8. I'm still going to keep vlogging, keep doing all that kind of stuff. Also, another awesome thing, my first friend I ever had like in my whole life, Chloe. She lives up in Queensland, and we got back in contact and we planned like a road trip. So we planned like a road trip from like Queensland all the way down. So it's sick, it's really cool, and I'm excited to meet lots of new people. Like, I've got a pretty abrupt personality, so I can just talk to anyone, honestly. So this is going to be a really awesome new adventure, and I cannot wait. And of course I'm going to keep vlogging because I don't know, I just like it. So I'm going to have the best of luck, and yeah, let's see how everything goes. Okay. Yeah, bye New South Wales. Never coming back, not kidding. I'll come back like for visits, but